So I'm going to do this as quick as possible. It's about, I think, 1:45 in the morning. Exhausted anyway. Both teams tonight on the outside looking in on the playoff structure as it currently goes. Both teams needing the points here tonight. This is a must-win for Boston. Not only that, it's a must-win for the LA Kings. This is going to be an entertaining game, and hopefully such an entertaining game tonight will completely push our minds out of last night's officiating debacle. So hopefully we'll get a better game tonight and better officiating. So we start things off in the first period. It is not Tuukka Rask. Instead, it is the backup, Anton Khudobin. It's his first start since, I think, February the 9th, they were saying. Of course, we had a ridiculously long layover in between. Things have not been going well for Boston backup goaltenders. In fact, Khudobin has only won 2 games, as far as my understanding. He goes up against Peter Budaj. As you all know, Jonathan Quick out of the lineup, still dealing with that injury. Boston strikes again, first off the bat. Quest for 40, number 26, Brad Marchand. A beautiful 2-on-1 here with Patrice Bergeron. He sells the pass, and it's that typical backdoor snap shot, beating Budaj. 1-0 Boston. It's just a trademark of his now, and it is a thing of beauty. We go a little bit later on in the first period, and it didn't take long for Steve Kozari to get himself involved in this one. He sets up a phantom tripping call against Dominic Moore. I guess? I completely missed it. I didn't even see anything. But it sets up a power play goal for the Los Angeles Kings. Kevin Grave, he gets his first of his career. This was just a bad rebound by Anton Khudobin off the Martinez point shot. Goes to Kempe, sets up a one-timer for Gravel. 1-1 we go, and it's tied. A little bit later on, Peter Cehlarik for the Boston Bruins, he'll make it a 2-1 hockey game. Another 2-on-1 for Boston. This one was set up by David Pastrnak over to David Krejci. Krejci will find Cehlarik. First NHL goal. Oh, but it's going to be challenged, and this is a Steve Kozari officiated hockey game. It can't go for the Bruins here. Look at it on replay myself. Very hard to tell what stick dragged the puck in. Was it a King stick? Was it David Pasternak's stick? David Pastrnak was offsides, but if it was dragged in with a King stick, that would be them dragging the puck into their own zone, which would nulligate the offsides. Completely inconclusive upon video review. Just too many sticks in distance of the puck. And usually in that case, the call on the ice is supposed to stand, but Steve Kozari, man. So, go to the room tied at 1. And we go to the second period. Hey, Steve Kozari will help the Boston Bruins out. That's a first. Bad tripping call called against the Los Angeles Kings. And Boston will go on the power play. And when in the power play, you feed some power play pasta. As Ryan Spooner will set up David Pastrnak here. Just a great play overall by Spooner, as he's looking at Bergeron, drawing a lot of attention to Bergeron, gets Pastrnak wide open, and that one-timer is so good that David Pastrnak can score while breaking his stick. 2-1 on the power play. A little bit better of a period, but they were scrambling around in their own zone, and this was a much better for Doctor Who made some huge saves in the second period. Third period we go, and back and forth they go. No chances. Eventually the LA Kings will have to pull Peter Budaj, and that's when Dominic Moore will strike on the empty net, making it a 3-1 hockey game. That's going to be the deal breaker. Brad Marchand finding a loose puck, setting up Dominic Moore, who takes the shot while getting hit. A little bit later on, towards the very end of the period, the LA Kings will pull the goaltender one more time, setting up for a David Krejci empty net goal. So a 4-1 final. Huge win for Boston here tonight. 2 out of 3 in California. Can't ask for anything better than that. Arguably, with the lack of good calls in yesterday's game, you could have claimed that they should have won all 3, but that's neither here nor there. Bruins have won 5 out of 6 since firing Claude Julien. They've looked like a completely different hockey team. We go quickly to the 3 stars of the game. Star number 3, Anton Khudobin. This is a game that he needed to prove that he can be a capable backup for this team, and he did that in strides, especially in that second period. Little iffy on the first period, some bad rebounds all over the place, but tightened it up, got a lot better, only gave up 1 goal on the night. Star number 2, Brad Marchand, with a goal and the game-sealing empty net assist. Just beautiful feeding. Beautiful goal from Brad Marchand. Star number 1, David Pastrnak, all over the ice tonight. Multiple chances, good chances, an assist that called back, a goal on the power play. In fact, David Pastrnak, back-to-back games with scoring a goal on the power play, if you will. Of course, 2 points in 2 games that got called back, so that kind of stinks. Next up for Boston, though, it's a Sunday afternooner with an old friend of ours, who I'm not going to say his name in fear of having very loud shouts from women. But he burned them last year badly. Hopefully they can slow him down. We'll see ya on Sunday, where we play the Dallas Stars on the Bruins Recap Show.